wandering who.
Happy New Year! It is 2020. Playing some tunes from my friend's CD. I woke up this morning. It is 20-some degrees outside. And my first thought was, hindsight is 2020. Get it? 2020, the year 20. Okay. It's just too easy. Welcome back, my friends, and Happy New Year. I think I ate too much last night. You mean Italians eat too much? Duh. Yeah, we do. We eat too much. We eat too much, man. I kind of had plans last night, but we had some rain, we had some snow. The roads, I didn't think were that, safe to go out and do something. So I stayed home and I ate a little more than I should have. So I'm here. We'll talk about my 10 years of Tech Talk. Well, some of my recommendations for 2020. My no BS, just total OS, as it were, recommendations for Tech Talk with just a little bit of my New York attitude. You see what I'm saying? Still family friendly. Let's see who's in the house real quick. Frost Ranger of the Frozen Realm. I love that name. That sounds like a movie. Coming soon for Marvel Comics. Frost Ranger of the Frozen Realm. Johan, Happy New Year. Jonathan C. Johan says, great mugshot. Yeah, you like it? Yeah. It's freaking unbelievable, isn't it? Thank you. I've been experimenting with different thumbnails. I mean, I know some YouTubers spend hours with thumbnails. I think takes too long, but I think it's all right. I kind of like it. So yeah. Welcome. So as usual, an unscheduled live event. I'm doing my best. So as I said, I woke up this morning. It's sunny outside, but it's cold. I thought of the year 2020, and hindsight is 2020, and I thought of reflecting on 10 years of talking to you guys. So why not give you my recommendations for, based on my experience, my personal experience, not what I'm being paid to tell you. My personal, real, total OS experience on recommendation. No BS. I call it as I see it. Some of you may agree, some of you may not. I can tell you that in almost 10 years of this channel, I think I've lost as many subscribers as I've gained because, as Jack Nicholson said in the movie A Few Good Men, you can't handle the truth. Or he said, you can't handle the truth. Some of you can't. But that being said, thank you. Please do check out all the links below in the show notes on my recommendations for technology, such as computer systems, cell phones, stuff like that. If you would like to support the channel, this is a community-supported channel. Again, the links are below in the show notes, so thank you. Before we continue, I have to remind Windows 7 users, Windows 7 expires, I believe, January 14th. You will have to do something. Do not continue using Windows 7, especially if you want to get on the web. Yeah, if you really like ransomware, yeah. Your best affordable alternative, this is a recommendation, your best affordable alternative right now is a Chromebook. Thank God for Linux for me. If it wasn't for Linux, I would not trust Windows 10 right now. You guys know of the unique Windows 10 update process in Windows 10. Half the times it breaks the system, half the times it does not for some users. I've been lucky for the most part. I've only had one problem. But Windows 10, because of its updates, Windows 10 can no longer be trusted in my opinion. I'm talking about for home consumers now. For the professional editions and all that, I don't know. But for Windows 10 home editions, for consumers, Windows 10 can no longer be trusted. Thank God for Linux. If it wasn't for Linux, I would have to buy a Mac to continue doing what I am doing. So if you don't want to spend $2,000 on a Mac, you don't have to. Consider a $200 or $300 or more Chromebook. Insane speed. Updates are in the background. Extremely reliable. If you buy one built in 2020 or 2019, you will get at least 6.5 years of support from Google for the Chrome OS. That's not bad for a $300 Chromebook. So check out Chromebooks. No, I am not being sponsored by Chromebook or by Google. I'm just telling you based on my experience. Johan, yes, I believe this is the bigger screen Chromebook, Acer. This has, you can't really tell, but this has stereo speakers on top. Awesome, awesome sound. I mean, for $200 plus, are you freaking kidding me? And I'm going to tell you something. The $200 Chromebook is just as reliable as the $700 Chromebook. It's the same OS. Now you are getting, nicer specs, faster processor. But the beauty of a Chromebook is of any Chromebook is that you do not have to spend a gazillion dollars to get a nice, reliable system. So, for Windows 7 users, you can buy a Windows 10 machine. And I'm being honest right now. I just can't recommend it as much as I used to use Windows 10. I can't. Your options are Apple products. MacBooks are fine. One of my cousins, who's a nurse, is buying a MacBook, the 13-inch. I believe it's, $1,200. She no longer trusts Windows. I don't blame her. She's a nurse. She doesn't have time to learn Linux. So she will buy a MacBook. If she had time, then I would ask her to try a Chromebook. So, again, my final thoughts on Windows. Windows 7 expires soon. Please don't continue to use it. Trust me. Get a Windows 10 machine. If you need to get a Windows 10, I completely understand. Check out Dell or Lenovo's. Again, the links. There are Amazon links below in the show notes to contribute to the channel. You can shop through the links. It's free. All right. So try a Chromebook. Trust me. You will like it. It's fantastic. Blah, as Arnold would say, right? I never get tired of Arnold. Oh, man. Anyway, what else do I have for you guys? Let's see. Windows 7 NeoL was half of the reason I switched to Linux almost 2 years ago. Okay, I'm just looking at your comments here. Okay. All right. Very good. What else? Let's go to other recommendations. All right, so we talked about Chromebooks for Windows users. Are Macs worth the price? Considering the unique way Windows 10 does updates, right now I'd have to say yeah. I have never, ever heard of Mac updates, trashing the system or doing something goofy. Never heard of it. So, are Mac computers worth the price? Yeah. I never thought I would say that, but right now, Windows 10 is promoting MacBooks. That sounds kind of silly, but you think about it. Yeah. So, are Macs worth the price? Yes. Let's see, what other recommendations? Best Linux OS out there. Well, there's two kinds of best. There's one best for beginners, and there's the best one for everybody else. So the best one for beginners, you guys know I like Ubuntu Mate. In fact, let's go to transition here, since we can do that. There we go. Yeah, I think, as you see here, this is Ubuntu Mate. I believe that the best Linux-based system for beginners. Now, there's some other good ones. Linux Mint, Zorin, Peppermint. The best one for beginners is Ubuntu Mate. And then the second best one is for everybody else. So I think that would clear up the confusion for the next 10 years. What is the best Linux distribution? Well, the best one for beginners, and then the best one for everybody else. Timo, what's up, man? How are you? Hello, Kenny. Apple is not a good investment. Which watch Lewis Rossman's channel. Apple Act books. I was breaking. Kenny, I can only go with my friends, with what my friends who have Macs are telling me. They have not had those issues. It's, you know, I'm somewhat torn about this because I don't have a MacBook. I don't have the channel budget to spend $2,000 for a MacBook to test it myself. I wish I could. But from what my friends are telling me, okay, my personal friends, they swear by Macs. And look, if you're running Windows 7 and you buy a Windows 10 machine, the update process just sucks. You know, and people who are busy, nurses, family people, they don't have time to download Linux and hope that it works. So they have two choices, a MacBook or a Chromebook. You know, now some people have to use Windows. Anyway, Kenny, that's my thoughts. I appreciate your comment, but like I said, Microsoft right now is promoting Mac machines, if you know what I mean. They are more reliable. Until one of my friends says my MacBook broke, I'm not being paid by Apple. Just want to let you know. But yeah, if it's a choice between a Windows 10 and a Mac right now, if you got the moolah, go with the Mac. By the way, this photo is from Florida, like over 10 years ago. I wish I was there. Kenny says if you like soldered SSDs and RAM, that is not replaceable. All right, here's the thing. Most mom and pops, Kenny, you know, kids in college, they're not going to care. You and I care because we can't, you know, tinker with the system and upgrade it. That's a valid statement, Kenny, but you know what? People who spend $2,000 on a Mac, they're not going to tinker with the damn thing. They buy it because it works. My cousin, who's a nurse, she says, you know, I work as a nurse. I'm busy. Kid in college, it's expensive working. If something goes wrong with my Mac, I can go to the Apple store. They will take care of it, Kenny. I guess what I'm trying to say, Kenny, is there's no substitute for good service at Apple. At least this Apple store, the service is excellent. Of course, that's built into the price of the product. All right, I don't want to drag this on about Mac, but yeah, until we get a universal Linux desktop, yeah, what if SSD or RAM fails? Well, anything's possible. I have not seen it in Macs, Kenny. At least with my friends, I just haven't seen it. Hello, Spin! 2020, this has to be a good year. Linux 100%. Very good, Tim. Will any company, here's my wish for 2020. Okay? No BS. Besides Google, will any freaking company out there please build a Linux desktop for the mom and pops, for the masses? No, I don't mean a $2,500 Linux machine. I don't want no $2,000 Linux phone. Let's get real. Okay? This is a bit of a rant. Sorry. Okay? Is it too much to ask for my cousin or, you know, my neighbor down the street to walk into a store and say, hey, my friend Carmine told me about this Linux Mint machine or this Ubuntu machine. Yeah, for $400, you know what? I think I'll try it. It doesn't exist, not in the stores. I'm still laughing about the $2,000 Linux phone. These marijuana dispensaries are getting out of hand, man. This has to stop. Okay? Hello, clients. Saibzigs. Yeah, Mom and Pop OS. We already have Pop OS. We do have Pop OS. How about a pop machine that does not cost $1,000? Bada bing. All right. What other recommendations do I have? Okay, so for Windows users, if you need Windows 10, check out Dell or Lenovo. If you got the money, forget Windows, get a Mac. I'm just telling you right now. Or consider a Chromebook. What about the best budget phone? You know, for like $200-300. I guess I just got sent to me my second. Tibbo says it's all good. Toss, let it out. Oh man, you know this channel's not for kids, Tim, but it's still a family channel. One of these days we'll do a private show, and I'll tell you what I really think about this whole thing with $2,000 Linux computers and $2,000 Linux phones. Whew. But that's for a separate private show. You guys are invited. If you contribute to the channel, all it takes is $1. You're invited. What a bargain. Thank you, Tim. Okay. I just got my second Motorola phone. The Moto G7. In my opinion, from what I've researched, the last 3 months I have researched smartphones. I like the Moto G7 series. I've been playing with this G7 Plus with stereo speakers. By the way, our good friend Stephanie Forian, the beautiful angelic voice of YouTube, released a new song. Check it out. It's a cover song. I was playing her song on my new phone with stereo speakers. She sounds lovely. Best budget smartphones are the Moto G7 series. I just bought one with my own money. It just came in. So if you're in the market for a smartphone, check out the Moto G7. There's like 3 or 4 different versions. I got the Moto G7 Plus. I did an unboxing video. I just got it in. Maybe I will post that later on today if you guys want to see that. I've been playing with it so I can do a part 2. The Moto G7 Plus, I failed to mention this in the unboxing video. The Moto G7 Plus is not officially supported in the US. I don't know. Because of that, I can't really recommend it, if that makes sense, even though I bought one. And the reason why is it's shipped with Android Pie, Android 9. If you buy that one, you will not get the upgrade to Android 10 because it is not officially supported in the US. The phone works, but that's so weird. If it wasn't for that, I would give the phone a 10 out of 10, a perfect budget smartphone. That being said, if you need to get a new smartphone, I recommend the Moto G7 Power. That has I believe it has a 5,000 milliamp battery. If you check YouTube, it's about check Amazon. $170 for a nice, flagship budget smartphone, if that makes sense. 5,000 milliamp battery would give you up to 3 days of battery life. That's pretty darn good for a less than $200 cell phone. So the best budget smartphones for 2020. Check out Moto G7s. I think you will like them. I think it might came with a free little, case, like a, gel case. That was a nice touch. I think they all come with them. I think. Don't quote me on that. But for best smartphones, budget smartphones for the price, check out the Moto G7. Like I said, I'll post an unboxing video maybe today or tomorrow. But the Moto G7 Plus is not officially supported here in the US. I don't know why. It's kind of dumb. Anyway, Timo says, sounds like a plan. Got a new plan, Stan? Mac, it really is a case where you do not get what you pay for. Well, Frost Ranger, Microsoft is contradicting that because Windows 10 machines is not, you're not getting what you pay for. Yeah. The Moto G7 Plus is also sold a lot of different variations: 12, 13, 60 megapixel, 16 camera, and different batteries. The Moto G7 Power is the only one with a larger battery. Yeah. They come in 32 gigabyte storage, 64, 128. I think mine is 128 storage. But once again, it's not officially supported in the US. So unless I root it, I will not get the upgrade to Android 10, which is no big deal for me because next year I'll buy the next Moto G7. That's one nice thing about not spending $1,000 for phones. I have the budget to buy a new phone every year if I so choose to. If that makes sense, I think it does. You know. But yeah, check out the Moto G7 Power, I think it's called. Great deal, great battery life. It's nice. You can, charge it every 2-3 days. It's, it's a little bit heavier because the thicker battery. I mean, it's not that much heavy, but it is going to be heavier with the thicker battery. This one I got, it definitely feels lighter, but the one I bought has only a 3,000 milliamp battery, which kind of sucks. But I can get through a full day, so I'll deal with it. So yeah. All right, what else is on my list? Actually, I had a list. I have a list here. I have a little bit off topic. I got a friend of mine running for a state representative here in the 96th district here in Ohio. You don't know him, but he's famous. Well, can't say he's famous. If you guys have heard of the Wu-Tang Clan, they started back in the 90s, so the Gazillion Records, hip-hop, rap. I guess you can thank my friend for the Wu-Tang Clan. One of the members, anyway, back then there was a court hearing, and my friend, who's a lawyer, I think it was his brother though, defended him in court, one of the members of the Wu-Tang Clan. And after that, the rest is history. The Wu-Tang Clan became famous. So my friend is running for office. If you guys are interested in those kinds of podcasts, I may start a second YouTube channel. It has nothing to do with tech. Well, almost nothing. I mean, we are using technology to record the podcast. I may set up a second YouTube channel for the podcast if you guys would like to listen to the podcast and me and him talking. And his plans if he wins, what can he do for the people? It's the usual political stuff. Family friendly, no trash talking. So if you guys might be interested in that, I will set up another YouTube channel. Very few visual stuff, mainly talking. It's kind of boring. But just off topic side note. Okay? All right. Let's see here. Johan says never distro hopped. Firefox has been the browser of choice. I found to be Google Chrome to be faster. Frost Ranger talking about hardware wise. Okay. There is a Moto G8 Plus. Yes, client. It's brand new. Again, it is not officially supported in the US, which means no warranty either. I mean, I can't really recommend. Look, if you guys don't care about not having a warranty and not having a phone that is officially supported in the US, by all means get the Plus G7 or G8 Plus. But I call it as I see it. I think not having the G7 Plus or 8 supported in the US, I think it's BS. But will I return mine? No, because if it breaks, I have a backup. But yeah, there is a G8 Plus, extra camera, wide-angle lens. I think it has a better battery. I think it's about 300, 270, 300. But again, if you buy it here in the US, no warranty, no official warranty. I can't recommend that. I call it as I see it. Tim is going on 6 years on Linux, is still a noob and loving it. Well, that's what I'm here for all us newbies, right? Excellent. Let's see, what else? What else? What time is it? 11:24. Okay, I didn't have breakfast. I'm starting to get hungry, but I'll stick around for you guys because I love you. Gaming on Linux. Okay, I'm going to be honest. It's better. Compared to what it was, it's much, much better. But, here's the but. Compared to Windows, and this is what Windows does right, I think gaming on Linux is still a joke. And I say that because you just never know when it's going to work. When when the graphics are going to work, when the video drivers, graphics drivers will work or not. It's getting better. And I think part of that problem is we don't have a national Linux standard for a desktop, a national quality standard. Again, I'm talking to the Windows users. I need to clarify. I'm not talking to the Linux users who know how to tweak things and, search for a bug and fix it. That's no. I'm talking to newbies out there. If you're into gaming, stick with Windows or just buy an Xbox. As far as gaming in Linux versus Windows. So, yeah. Your friend started with 14.04 Ubuntu, Tim. Okay. Well, I started with Ubuntu 6 way back when in 2006. And thanks to Canonical, I am here. And still some of you guys are commenting, if it wasn't for the BS Canonical is doing, what are they doing? What are they freaking doing? What have they done?
They're like, Ubuntu is one of the 5 families of Linux. Like the Godfather said, what did I do for you to treat me so disrespectfully? Okay?
I was watching Godfather the other night. But if it wasn't for Canonical making Ubuntu, how many newbies like me 13 years ago would have tried Linux? Why all this hate for Ubuntu? Companies have a right to make a profit. Companies have a right to make money and pay their employees so they can put gas in the car, food for their kids. Oh, that is evil. Sorry, I'm still ranting. I should have like the firewall thing behind me like, Switch does for his channel. Have the fire thingy, but yeah. Anyway. Okay, so what was I talking? Oh, yeah. Gaming, Linux gaming versus Windows. Stick with Windows, at least for now. So, yeah. All right, what's on my list here? We're almost done. Best YouTube alternative. Vimeo. Vimeo.com. It just works. It's a paid service. There is a free one, but there's a paid service for live streaming. It's about $1,000 a year. That sounds like a lot, but for a professional service like what they offer, that's not bad. So a YouTube alternative that looks nice, that works. Okay, that works. It's Vimeo, in my opinion. I've been using it privately a couple years. You can password protect videos, and you know what? It's a clean interface. It just works. There's less clutter on there. So right now, I think the best YouTube alternative is Vimeo. Which beach? Well, this was at which one? This was Fort Myers. I think this was Fort Myers. Yes. I was there with my cousin. This is at least 10 years ago. We had a beachfront room for $99 a night. It was nice. Summertime, nice and hot. Yeah. People seem to forget that AAA titles are not the only thing gaming encompasses. I'm not necessarily talking about titles for us. I'm talking about hardware and, bugs and all that. So, yeah. Hello, Popeshu. Which is better, XSplit or OBS? Well, I use OBS in both Linux and Windows, so I like OBS. I don't think I've tried XSplit. Yeah, but OBS has done a fantastic job. For the most part, it's been bug-free in both Linux and Windows. And I think it's in Mac too, right? For those of you who use Mac, let me know. But I would say OBS is pretty solid. It's not that difficult to learn as you see here. So yeah, I like OBS. All right. Did I finish my list here? I think I did. If you guys are looking for a new credit card, a little bit off topic, I have American Express. There's a link below in the show notes. If you would like to apply for an American Express card, you will get rewards. I get rewards. Applying is free. They offer some perks, but check out the American Express card application below in the show notes if you're interested and help out support the channel. All right, let's see. I'm checking my messages on YouTube. Oh, I am live on YouTube. Well, thank you. thank you, YouTube. What is this here? Oh, more political stuff. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. And get rid of that. Okay. Alright, I need to increase the brightness on my phone. Let's do that. And American Express payment reminder. Oh yeah, it's due. Gotta do that. Alright. Okay. Tim is looking forward to 2004 Ubuntu. Very good. Awesome. North Korea threatens to resume nuclear testing. Making North Korea great again, right? Bada bing. Anyway. You know what? It's 11:30. I'll stick around a little bit longer. I am starting to get hungry. I didn't have breakfast. I had some tea. I had a spot of tea. But it's time for lunch. So I'll stick around a little bit longer. If you missed any of this channel, this video, my rants, recommendations, you can replay it, of course. Again, check out the links below. I usually try to do one private chat every week for the supporters of the channel. You guys have been so gracious. I've asked you guys, thank you for donating. What do you want me to do? And some of you said, nothing, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. But it doesn't seem right for a very, very small percentage of viewers to support the channel, and everybody else watches for free. So I thought the least I could do is do a private chat, try and do a private chat once a week for all these supporters. If there's anything else you would like to see for supporters of the channel, feel free to send an email. I will consider everything. But yeah. Apple accused of crackdown on jailbreaking. Oops. Well, Happy New Year to you and everybody else. Man, I wish I was at this beach right now. It is 70 degrees in Miami. It's, what is it? It's 32 right now. I know it's winter in Ohio. I know. I'm being such a crybaby. Poor Toss. His little cannolis hurt. Why can't we find the vast majority of ocean plastic? Where's the plastic? It's on the ocean. Duh. That's a weird headline. Right? If we have any new people watching, if you never said hi, if you would like to say hi or ask a question, now's your chance. Yeah, so ask your question. I'm just going to sit here a little long and listen to my friend's CD. Again, our dear friend, the angelic voice of YouTube, Stephanie, has a new song out. Well, a new cover song out. Check it out. The link's below in the show notes. Hope to have her back here for some more Tech Talk here. YouTube meetup this summer. But, all right, Tim, you have a terrific new year, and just a little tight. Yeah. Thank you for contributing. Tim has been a constant, steady supporter of the channel, monthly supporter. Thank you, Tim. I know it's the holidays, the money is a little tight. I understand. Thank you. All right, Johan, take care. Five New Year's resolution for fans of Linux. That's interesting. I'll have to take a look at that later. This is on OMG Ubuntu. Okay, take a look at that. Ubuntu 10 years, 10 defining moments. Interesting. All right, I'll have to take a look at that when I have time. The best Ubuntu release of the past 10 years. Wow. I think the latest one is awesome. Yeah. All right, why don't we do this? I am starting to get hungry. So let's give this a 5-minute warning if that's okay with you guys, and we'll wrap it up for this Hindsight is 2020. Wasn't that clever of me? Hindsight is 20. Come on, give me some credit, guys. Hindsight is 2020. Get it? 2020. Okay. I tried. What do you want to see from Apple in 2020? How about a $500 MacBook? Sounds reasonable to me. Yeah. I need to shave. Gee, I'm starting scratching my face. By the way, check out Harry's blades. Yeah, Harry's razors, they're awesome for the money. That's what I use. Awesome, awesome. Tim likes 1604 Unity. That was the last Unity one, wasn't it, Tim? Before they went to GNOME? I believe so. That was a good one. Yeah, I actually had that on 2 desktops. That might be the best one, yeah. 1604 Unity. Client says, welcome to the new decade. All right. All right, my dear friend Timo, you be safe, and maybe I'll catch you on the next private show. Maybe Friday or Saturday. We'll see. My goodness, those fires in Australia. Wow. I guess it's been really hot there. Saturday is good for a private chat. All right, Tim, you want to do it Saturday night? I forget which time zone you're on. I'm in Ohio. I'm on Eastern. Saturday night, Tim, before you go? I can do that. You're on Central Time. Okay, so you still want to do Saturday night? Like around 9, 10-ish my time? So what, if it's 9 o'clock my time, it's 8 o'clock your time? Would that be correct? How does that sound? I usually do them at night, you know, for the private streams. So why don't we shoot for Saturday night? In fact, I'll make a note of that right now. Saturday night, private. I need to buy new pens. By the way, I like Tool pens. T-U-L. I have to order some more from Amazon. Sounds good. Okay, very good. Thank you, Tim. Okay, so Saturday night private chat. I'll just put 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I have written down the reminder for a Saturday night private chat. Bergura is in the house. Hello, my friend. Happy New Year to you and family. Sorry you missed the show. I'm actually almost done. I need to have lunch. I haven't eaten breakfast. However, these live shows, I usually keep them up. So once this is done, wait about 10 minutes for YouTube to finish processing. You can watch the entire show for free. So you still won't miss it. You just won't catch it live, as it were. But thank you for stopping by. I'm going to try and set up a regular. I keep saying this, a regular schedule. But you know, I don't do this full time. I can't afford to. I've been asked to, but it's hard without, you know, life and work and all that. I'm going to try and set up a regular schedule so you guys know when I'm on. But man, yeah, life gets in the way, right? All right, I've got caught up with my messages on my phone. All right, last call, last minute for comments or questions, suggestions, or anything else before we wrap it up. Again, thank you everyone for stopping by. Please do check out all the links below in the show notes. All right, Tim, have a great 2020. Ba ba boo 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 boo. Tux Digital. Tux says, suggest getting a stool because they are great for productivity. Oh? Really? Interesting. Is that what you use? A stool? Is that next to the smart toilet? Bada bing. Hi, Tux. How are you? Everybody, if you haven't already, check out Tux Digital's channel. He does a weekly 6-hour, 7-hour live show when he's on time. Usually. It's a meme thing from Destination Linux. Okay, all right, cool. Very good. Awesome. How are you, Tux? It's been a while since we've chatted, man. Yeah, we need to get on a chat again. How you been? You do have a stool? I don't. I don't really have a stool in the house. No, I got I got like porch chairs and, you know, office chairs. Yeah, it has been a while. Yeah, we'll have to do something. Also been a while since you've done a live stream, sadly. Yeah, you know, life gets in the way, man. I completely understand. I haven't been on Destination Linux or I haven't been on I haven't been on Big Daddy in a while. But yeah. Hey, you know, stuff to do, right? Besides Linux. There's more to life than just Linux, right? Tux, if I may ask you, what kind of smartphone do you use? I stated the best budget smartphones for the money. I think of the Moto G7 phones. Wait, is there more to life? Bye. Yes, I would certainly hope so. Right? Okay, so I use Linux in my life, but is Linux my life? Well, yeah, I got family and, you know, stuff like that. I got to be honest, so, you know, summertime when the weather's nice, Linux is probably the last thing on my mind. I'm outside, tennis, at the pool, looking at the girls, you know, just the little things in life. So Tux, which smartphone do you use before we wrap this up? Do you have a favorite smartphone? Oh, wait. I will guess. Tux's favorite smartphone is the $2,000 Purism Librem 5 phone. Come on, fess up. I know you bought one. Come on. You have a Samsung S10. Okay, not a huge fan of it. OnePlus One. You know, I think one of my friends just got one of those. They came here in town from Pittsburgh to a local concert. Her and her husband. I believe it's a OnePlus One. You put Ubuntu Touch. Looking forward. It's Librem 5. How dare you? Oh, man. You know, I was telling my friends, $2,000 for a Linux phone. These marijuana dispensaries are getting out of hand. Please. Hello, Moto. Peter Lorre edition, yeah. It's bizarre, right, Tux? You know, people have been complaining $700 for a Linux phone? Really? But then Librem says, wait, we have a better one. How about a $2,000 Linux phone? Sure, sign me up. I'll be getting one for myself and for the entire family. See, this is why Windows users catch the news of a $2,000 Linux phone and go, you know, I don't know what else to say. Anyway. How does Ubuntu Touch work on the phone, Tux? I just picked up a Moto G7 Plus. And the only reason why I bought this is because it has stereo speakers, so yeah. Last episode of This Week in Linux. Okay, got it. Yeah, check out Tux Digital's This Week in Linux, released last night. 12 minutes or so on my disappointment of purism. I gave up on being polite on them. There's nothing wrong with being polite, Tux, but there was a lot of hype, a lot of positive hype, and I understand, it's fair, on the Purism Linux phone. A couple of popular YouTubers, more popular than us, if I was to be honest, more viewers, they were so pumped up for this phone, the Librem 5. I'm like, okay, I think, yeah, I would love to have another choice. But then the specs came out. And Tux knows where I'm going with this. Maybe this will be our topic, Tux. The specs came out for the Librem 5 phone with the price. And Tux, those YouTubers were also being polite. How could I paraphrase this? So they got the word on the phone, and they're making videos. Well, you know, looking forward to the phone. We need a third option. You know, maybe maybe the phone will be a pleasant surprise. It's nice to have more security. You have to keep in mind of the costs of making the phone. That's why it's $700 or $2,000. The reviews were very, very nice. Tux says the Librem 5 specs are fantastic for 2012. So the YouTubers made videos on the phone, and they were very nice, very humane, and you should be. But I'm gonna choke here. You're making me choke, Tux. On the Librem 5 phone, ostensibly, is that a word? Yeah, ostensibly, oh, it's great to have choices. But in the back of their mind, they're thinking, what the frack is this? Right? What the frack is this? Oh, man, it's like, let's get real. See, this is why in the last 10 years, I've almost lost as many subscribers as I've gained, because some people can't handle the truth. And the truth on this Linux phone is a joke. You can't charge $700 for what's basically a $100 or $200 spec phone. It makes no sense. And now there's a $2,000 phone? Oh my God. No, I'm not hating Linux. I support open source. But more importantly, I support open source reality. Okay? You know, I don't want Windows users to say, Linux sucks. Look what they're trying to do with the phone. I'm like, time out here. Have you looked at the whole world of Linux? Time out. Don't say Linux sucks. That's just not fair. But I get it. They see a commercial or a video for a $2,000 Linux phone with 2020, 2012 specs. What is a Windows user going to say? Linux is nuts? Can you blame them? Tuck says, you want Purism to be a good company, but I'm not going to pretend they are because I want it to be. Well, I don't really know much about the company and the people, Tux. I can only go by what I see. I'll give you a quick example, Tux, okay? On a phone. I just got a Moto G7, G7 Plus, okay? And you know what the Moto phones are, okay? This phone has 4K video front and rear. I'll probably never use the front, but that being said, 4K video front and rear, stereo speakers, okay, USB-C charging, which the $2,000 Linux phone does not, I don't think. USB-C fast charging 28-watt charger. Battery is kind of small, 3,000 milliamps. Okay, it kind of sucks. Headphone jack. Came with a nice plastic case. It's a cheap gel case, but still nice, okay? Let's see. Fingerprint scanner, dual cameras. I think this one has 128 gigabytes of storage. Okay, 4K and all that. You can get this for less than $300. That's my point. Tux says they've been doing the same nonsense since 2014. They made claims and delivered crap with their first product. Oh, the laptop. Ah, okay. Got it. Librem 5 has USB-C. Okay, well that's worth the extra $400. Okay. That had reports of short circuiting. Wow. I really don't know what to say, Tux. You know, Ubuntu tried to build a Linux phone in 2012. And they needed to raise, I think you might recall, they needed to raise about 30 million. Or they wanted to raise for them to get off to a good start. And that fundraiser failed. I wish it did not. Sorry, 32. Okay, cool. It failed. Because there wasn't enough money for product testing, paying the people, you know, all that stuff. And I understand. It wasn't, they raised about 16. Wow, okay, I didn't think it was that much. Okay. Anyway, but their goal was 32, so they said no. But they were being honest. They knew what they needed to do it right. Right, Tux? Librem 5 raises $1 million plus. We're ready to go. I'm like, whoa. Wait. If 32 million was not enough, how is 1 million enough? It makes no sense. You know, I wasn't a math major in college, but if somebody says 32 million is what we need to build a Linux phone the right way, and it wasn't enough, but this company B says, well, we did a 1.5 million. It's not even in the same ballpark. All right, enough ranting. But yeah, we can talk. That could be a topic. Talks the future of the Linux phone. I think that's a fair topic. All right, Canonical didn't have ODM options at the time. When Pure they had the option of using ODM, they do with their laptops. So 2.5 that they got is doable. Okay, all right. All right, that could be a topic then for a future, you know, video if you would like to do it. I think that would be fair for 2020. But Purism didn't even do that. Oh my goodness. Well, it sounds like you know more about the insider news about this than I do. So I'll be asking you. The topic for the video will be everything you wanted to know about Purism featuring Tux and Toss. It has a nice ring to it. It's the Tux and Toss show. Tux and Toss. There we go. All right, my friends. It is lunchtime. I'm hungry. I did not have breakfast. So thank you to Tux Digital for stopping by, for your insight on the Purism phone. Being so honest. Now watch, Tux is going to get some hate mail. Send all your hate mail to me. Do not send it to Tux. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Yeah, Tux and Toss show. I love it. Love it. All right, Tux Digital, have a good, happy New Year to you and your family. And keep in touch. Yeah, we'll do a show hopefully sometime soon. And that's it. Stephen, thank you for stopping by. Hello. And I must say goodbye. I've been around for almost over an hour. I'm starting to get hungry. All right, have a great day, all of you. I'll catch you on the next one. Tim, look for an email for a private chat Saturday night. Again, anybody who contributes to the channel, even if it's just $1 a month, you'll get automatically invited to a private show. Private adult theme show, as it were. All right. Arrivederci.